The wind howled a mournful song through the pines, whipping Amelia's hair across her face. She'd been hiking for hours, hopelessly lost. The bright blue ocean, visible earlier, had vanished behind a curtain of dense forest. A dark cloud loomed overhead, threatening rains. The birds, usually cheerful companions on her walks, were silent. She shivered not just from the cold but from a growing unease. She stumbled onward, her legs aching, her hope dwindling. Then through the trees she saw it, a small cabin, smoke curling from its chimney. Relief washed over her, it was a beacon in the growing darkness. She approached cautiously, her heart pounding a frantic rhythm against her ribs. The cabin was rustic, built of dark wood, nestled amongst the trees. The door creaked open as she hesitated on the threshold. A woman with kind eyes and a warm smile stood there. "Lost are you, dear?" she asked, her voice gentle as a summer breeze. Amelia nodded, speechless. The woman ushered her inside, her smile never faltering. The interior was warm and inviting, a stark contrast to the chill outside. A fire crackled merrily in the hearth, casting dancing shadows on the walls. A man sat by the fire reading a book. He looked up, his eyes surprisingly bright. "Welcome, welcome," he said, his voice echoing the woman's warmth. They offered her tea, warm bread, and a steaming bowl of stew. The food was delicious, simple but comforting. They asked questions about her life, her journey, but their interest seemed almost intense. Their eyes followed her every movement, their smiles a little too wide, a little too perfect. Amelia felt a prickling sensation on her skin, a feeling of being watched, studied. The birds outside were suddenly singing loudly, this felt wrong. She tried to change the subject to lighten the mood, but their attentiveness remained unwavering. They continued to ply her with food and drink, their hospitality bordering on excessive. She felt uneasy, trapped in their excessive politeness. She questioned whether her previous relief had been foolish. The sun had begun to set, casting long shadows across the cabin floor. A strange silence fell between them. Then the woman spoke, her voice softer now, almost hypnotic. "You are safe here, dear," she whispered. "You are safe with us." Her words seemed to caress her, yet also sent shivers down her spine. Amelia noticed a faint metallic scent in the air, mixing with the smell of wood smoke. This did not feel like a typical cabin, she concluded. This was not normal. Was this a trap? The man, without a word, rose and went to the door, seeming to shut the world outside. The birds outside became entirely silent again, almost as if a switch had been flicked. They offered her a room for the night, a small but comfortable space with a soft bed. Amelia hesitated, but the exhaustion finally overwhelmed her. She accepted, her mind racing with unanswered questions. She lay awake for hours, listening to the sounds of the forest, the creaks and groans of the old cabin. The wind howled again, sounding like a mournful cry. The sky was visible through her window, illuminated by moonlight. The wind chimes outside tinkled, yet the sound carried an undercurrent of discord. She felt as though something was wrong, something felt off. Every creak of the floorboards, every rustle of leaves outside, sent a jolt of fear through her. Was she truly safe? The next morning, she awoke to the smell of freshly brewed coffee. The woman was already up, preparing breakfast. The man was nowhere to be seen. The same smile was on her face, the same overly warm hospitality. But now, for the first time, Amelia saw a flicker of something else in her eyes, a glint of something cold, calculating. The food tasted metallic, she felt a tingling sensation in her mouth. The birds were again silent. This was disturbing. She decided this was enough. Amelia thanked them for their kindness, a lie hanging heavy on her tongue. She turned to leave. As she stepped through the door, she glanced back. The woman and man were standing together, their smiles unwavering, their eyes following her. She couldn't shake the feeling that she'd barely escaped something, a feeling of chilling unease. She walked as quickly as she could, her heart pounding, never looking back. She finally found her way back to the trail, the bright blue ocean a welcome sight. She breathed a sigh of relief, the wind now carrying the scent of salty air rather than anything metallic. She never forgot the cabin in the woods, nor the unsettlingly welcoming people she met there. It is a memory which made her shiver long after the ordeal was over. She would certainly never forget this ordeal. She would never forget it.